Hujambo na karibu to another episode of Swahili Made Easy. My name is Dr. Wanjiru Stringer, creator of the LSN Swahili Made Easy app. For comprehensive courses, accountability, and community, feel free to download the app from your favorite app stores. Without much further ado, let's get to our lesson today. So, yesterday you learned how to address somebody. You learned that if you're talking to somebody, you start with an u, okay? Now, that sets the stage for you knowing how to ask questions, because you really can't ask questions to somebody if you don't know how to address them first, right? You will learn inquisitives like where, how, what, which, how many, how much, who, okay? So that is our goal for today. I'm just going to go through a few sentences that will teach you how those inquisitive work. For instance, where are you from? The word for from is wapi. So you will say where, unatoka wapi. Okay? So the word for where is wapi. How many kids do you have? Promise you, this is a very common question you're going to get asked. I know cultures differ. You don't ask people about their private business, but that is not going to be the case whenever you find yourself within Swahili speaking people. People are going to ask you about your marital status, your kid status, and so on and so forth. So they'll say, una watoto wangapi? For how many, you're going to see ngapi. If you see ngapi at the end, that tells you somebody's asking you something about the number. So you might not know what else they're asking, but at least you will know that part. Now, how much is it? Ni pesa ngapi? So literally, how many shillings is it? Or how much of the money is it? That's pretty much the literal translation. What is your name? Jina lako ni nani? Jina lako ni nani? So nani can also be, in this case, it could be in place for what is your name or who is your name. Nani literally means who, but in this status and this phrase, it's what. What do you want? So this is the classic way of using the word want, what, and it will be unataka nini? Unataka nini? Here is an important note. The inquisitive comes after the verb. You don't say nini unataka or nani jina lako, at least not normally. You would say unataka nini, jina lako ni nani, unatoka wapi, una watoto wangapi, and so on and so forth. How do you get to the store? Unaendaje dukani? Unaendaje dukani? So another ninja trick. If you hear a je at the end of a word, it's simply asking how. How, okay? Unaendaje, how do you go? Unasomaje, how do you read? Unasemaje, how do you say? Actually, we should add that. Unasemaje cook kwa Kiswahili. How do you say cook in Swahili? That's pretty much how that. How old are you? Una miaka mingapi? There goes the wangapi again. It's quite important. And then, who is this? Huyu ni nani? So this is, the nani is the who version of it. I kind of feel like you're ready for a drill, right? Let's try that. What is your name? My name is. Jina lako ni nani? Jina langu ni Maria. Jina langu. Lako ni nani? Jina langu ni Maria. Where do you come from? I come from America. Unatoka wapi? Unatoka wapi? Ninatoka Marekani. Ninatoka Marekani. Do you have money? I do not have money. Una pesa? Sina pesa. Sina pesa. How old are you? I am 20 years old. Una miaka mingapi? Nina miaka 20. Nina miaka 20. So in Swahili, just like Spanish, you usually are asking somebody, how many years do you have? You know, like I introduced the una and nina in terms of I have. So that's what you're asking. How many years do you have instead of how old are you? And then somebody answers, Nina miaka 20. So this is how you ask, and this is how it's responded. How much is the food? It is 10 shillings. Shillings is the currency in many East African countries like Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania. Chakula ni pesa ngapi? Chakula ni pesa ngapi? Another word could be ni bei gani. What is the cost? Ni shilingi 10. Ni shilingi 10. Do you need help? I would like to use the bathroom, please. Unahitaji msaada? Ningependa kujisaidia tafadhali. Ningependa kujisaidia tafadhali. Okay, so this is a longer drill because I have included everything that you have learned this week and also part of what we learned last week. Please feel free to listen to the drill as many times as possible. See where you're getting stuck. Go back to that particular lesson that covered that lesson. And in no time, this will become second nature to you. So tomorrow, we are going to be talking about possession. How do you show that something is mine or yours? Okay, let's do this. I will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. For community comprehensive courses and otherwise to work with me, feel free to visit the description box to find out all the fun ways we can work together. I hope to see you on our next episode.